Alright friends, today we are going to be working on self-portraits for the art show. And because our art show is happening in December, I've been thinking about winter, and so we are going to be making some winter self-portraits. So I'm going to start, like I always do, by making a nice U kind of in the middle of my page here. So I'm going to start with that nice U right there. And this self-portrait will just be of my head and my neck and shoulders, so kind of from the head up. And so I'm going to have a nice U. I want everyone to draw a U and then pause. All right, and now we're going to add our neck. So I'm going to do one line for this side of my neck and one line for this side of my neck and pause. Now I'm going to draw the curve for my shirt and one shoulder, two shoulder. All right, so that's a good start. After you have your head, your neck, and your shirt, then we're going to start with our eyes. And what shape are our eyes? That's right, they're ovals. And I don't want my eyes at the very top of my page, nor do I want them at the bottom. I want them kind of in the middle. So I'm going to start with one oval here, and I'm going to scoot over just a little bit and do one over here. And the idea is that I want them to be symmetrical. I want them to be close to matching, pretty close to matching in size and in shape, because our faces are pretty much symmetrical. Now I'm going to take and make one little line over top of each eye. This is for my eyelid. And if you want, you can add eyelashes. Put eyelashes at the top, eyelashes at the bottom. Now both boys and girls do have eyelashes, but sometimes not everyone wants them, so I'm going to let you pick on whether you want to draw eyelashes or not. Everybody though does have eyebrows, so I want you to put one eyebrow on this side and one eyebrow on this side, and you can decide. My eyebrows are kind of resting, but if you want to look surprised, your eyebrows would go up. If you want to look angry or disappointed, your eyebrows about go down. If you want to look sad, your eyebrows kind of squish together in the middle, and you can check it out with your mirror to kind of take a look at what that looks like. Now on the inside of my eyes, there are two circles. One circle is for the iris. This is the colored part of my eye, and it's the biggest circle. And you'll notice I don't see the very top of my circle if you look in the mirror, because the very top is hidden by my eyelid. And then the second circle in there is called my pupil. So I'm going to do one more circle, and this one I'm just going to use my pencil and color in everything but one little tiny dot. So I have two circles on the inside of my eyes. One is the iris, that's the colored part of my eye, and the other one is my pupil, and that's the dark part of my eye. All right. Okay, next we're going to do our noses, and you can do whatever kind of nose you want. Today I'm going to do a line and a line. If you touch the two sides of your nose, you can feel that there's a left side and a right side, and then in the middle there is a little bump for the bottom of my nose. It might look like a little smile. And then I have my nostrils. Now my nostrils, I start with kind of a straight line that comes down, and then when it gets close to that bump, it curves over. So I go just a little bit on the side right here, and I do a little line that comes down, and it curves over to touch my nostril, okay? And so you don't want your nose to be too big or too small. Now my lips, I'm gonna have to decide how I'm feeling in this self-portrait. If you want to look in the mirror, if you are looking sad, the bottoms of your lips might go down. If I'm feeling happy, they'll come up. If I feel surprised, I might have a little line. I'm going to be kind of happy, and I'm going to look to make a little dot right in the middle of my iris, so one there and one there, and that's how far my lips should come out to. So I'm going to do a little M shape right there. See my little M? M. And then I draw one line that goes up to that little point, and one line that goes up to that little point, and I draw a little line underneath it. This is my bottom lip. Sorry, that's my top lip. And then to put my bottom lip underneath, I'm going to have just a line that comes right underneath there. And you can see that now I look pretty happy. All right. Now sometimes some people want to put in cheeks, so if you would like to add cheeks, you may. You certainly don't have to. This is optional. But everyone will need ears. So on one side of my head, by my eye, I draw a little curved shape like that. And on the other side, I'm going to draw a little curved shape like that. And I want, again, to try to get them to be symmetrical. Everyone should have ears. Okay, and I'm wearing earrings today, so I am just going to put in my little earrings. If you are not wearing earrings, you certainly do not need to put in earrings. And my hair is down today, so I'm going to start at the top of my head. I'm going to draw a line right here, right above the top of my head, and then I'm going to draw one line that curves across my forehead, and on the other side I'm going to draw a line that goes across my forehead, and then I can draw my hair kind of coming down, and it's a little wavy today, so I'm going to do some wavy lines. And on the other side I'm going to do that too, kind of an oval, and I'm going to do some wavy lines here. But you have to think about, what does my hair look like? Your hair might look different than mine, and so you should draw different hair. I have put some hair guidelines on your table, so you're welcome to take a look at those and kind of check them out. If you have glasses, you should add your glasses too. All right, now I'm ready to color. Now today we're doing a winter picture, and we are doing blues because blue is a nice cool color and it makes it monochromatic. So I'm going to start with a nice light blue color, and I'm going to start by kind of shading in my nose here. And on the side of my nose, if you look in the mirror, is a little bit of a shadow. So I'm going to go ahead and take a darker blue here, and I'm going to shade in this side of my nose to create a little bit of a shadow. And I get a little bit of shadow underneath my eye too, so I'm going to take my and go ahead and shade that in right there. So I'm going to do light blue on my face. I'm going to do my whole face nice and light blue. Monochromatic means one color, so even though my face isn't actually blue, I'm going to be using blue today because it's a nice cool color, and we want everything to be the shades of one color. So now that I have my light blue on my face and my neck, and I'm taking my time to kind of color in. I'm not leaving any white spots. I am drawing lightly. You can see that I'm not coloring very hard because I want to be able to go back in and shade it. But I've colored my face, my neck, my ears. Now I'm going to take my colored pencil and I'm going to look for the shadowed parts of my face in the mirror. And I'm going to start to add little bits of shadow. And when I'm adding that shadow and when I'm adding that shading, what I'm doing is I'm pressing my colored pencil down harder in order to make it look like it's more 3D. So under my eyes there's a little bit of shadow, on top of my eye lids there's a little bit of a shadow, and the same on this one. There's a little bit of a shadow here and a little bit right here. There's a little bit of shadow on the side of my face. It's got to kind of depend on where you're sitting in the room where the shadow is. There's a little bit of shadow underneath my chin, so I'm going to put a little bit of a chin shadow right there, and on this side of my face right there. Where underneath my hair is a little bit of a shadow, so I'm going to give a little bit of shading right there. And then if there's any really dark places, I can go back in with my dark blue and I can add a little bit of dark blue. Maybe I'll shade in my cheeks nice and dark blue, and you'll notice I'm doing a nice job of filling in my shade spots. I'm not leaving any spaces there. I'm going to go ahead and color in my lips dark blue to make them look different than my skin tone, and color in my irises here. Okay, I'm going to color in my eyebrows, and I'll do my hair. And I'm going to skip finishing this. I'm going to do all the lines of my hair and my shirt, but I want to skip to the background. In the background, I want you to draw a snowy day. So I'm going to start by drawing some snowflakes. So I go diagonal, diagonal to make an X, and then I draw a vertical line straight through and a horizontal line over, and that is a pretty good snowflake. Now if you want to make a fancy snowflake, I can do diagonal, diagonal, vertical, horizontal, and then I can come through and make little shapes on the end of them if I want to. I can also do diagonal, diagonal, vertical, horizontal, and then I can connect the lines together kind of with like that. That makes a kind of a cool snowflake. I can use my light blue to make little tiny snowflakes if I want to as well. And I'm going to decorate my whole background to look like I am in the snow. And so I would like you to go ahead and to finish decorating your self-portrait by using your colored pencils, your monochromatic blues, to make a nice self-portrait for our winter art show.